My personal experience with being menopausal, it was a bit rough at first. I had a hysterectomy about 2 years ago now. I had to wait 8 weeks before I could do any hormone replacement therapy. And during that time, I went from feeling like a pretty normal person into a super angry, very irritable person who could not sleep at night. And I also became very depressed and anxious, which is completely the opposite of my normal personality. I am not a depressed person. I am typically not an anxious person. And during that time, I also experienced fairly significant weight gain, I believe just with the loss of the hormones and then with the total lack of motivation due to the depression. So after about 8 weeks, I was cleared to go ahead and use hormone replacement therapy, at which time I started the SottoPelle pellets. For me, I love them. After about 3 days, my hot flashes stopped, and I was hot flashing about every 20 minutes. It was so incredibly ridiculous. I was miserable. And then I would wake up all night, every hour, hour and a half, just in a sweat. So it's really hard to function, especially professionally, when you're not sleeping. After about the first month, I started to really feel like my energy was returning, my libido was coming back. I started to feel much less anxious and much less depressed. And after that first set of hormones, I felt like I was a lot closer to my normal self. With the second insertion, I felt like $1,000,000. Like I still feel really awesome.